We believe redemption is possible because nothing is outside of God's influence. Let's read Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 14. To the Lord your God belong the heavens, even the highest heavens, the earth, and everything in it. Since everything belongs to God, God can redeem all things, even a prison colony called by the devil's name. William and Catherine Booth worked to help those who were living in hell on earth. This has always been the mission of the Salvation Army. There are many ways the Salvation Army has historically helped those living in hell on earth. The Army did that by living with convicts on Devil's Island, as well as befriending prostitutes in the red light district of Amsterdam. William Booth built a match factory for workers suffering from phossy jaw, and the Army was instrumental in raising the age of consent in England, as well as obtaining better conditions for the poor working class. The Salvation Army continues to help those who are living in hell on earth today through programs such as HIV and AIDS care and prevention, care for immigrants, alcohol and drug abuse rehabilitation centers, transitional housing, and Pathway of Hope. The Army has historically and presently fought human trafficking, providing rescue and education. We help in disaster relief, feeding programs and food pantries, homeless shelters, orphanages, and prison ministry. We also have medical clinics, mental health support, and refugee settlement programs. The Salvation Army is helping wherever we see a need and can offer God's love and care to the hurting and hopeless. Being a Christian means we don't just sit back and watch other people do the work. Being a Salvationist means we don't just assume everyone else in the Salvation Army is meeting needs and sharing Jesus. Being a follower of Jesus and a Salvationist means we get involved personally. There are many ways to do this. Participate in what the Salvation Army is already doing in your community. Listen carefully to friends' stories and see if there is anything you can do to help relieve their struggles. Tutor after school or help in the food pantry. Be kind to kids other people ignore or make fun of. Stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. Pay attention to the people around you. When the Holy Spirit prompts you to do something, do it. That could be as simple as saying hello or sitting next to them. Help people understand Jesus is loving by being loving and being ready to tell people what a difference Jesus makes in your life. The Salvation Army Handbook of Doctrine reminds us Jesus Christ suffered and died to save the whole world. The church's mission is to share the message of this generosity, to declare its power, to proclaim its inclusiveness and live its truth, so that the atoning power of the cross becomes a reality in the lives of all who choose to respond. Our beliefs should impact our behavior. We believe that when this life ends, our soul will go on to live forever. Our body will be raised and we will be judged. We believe those who reject Jesus will live in eternal separation from God in a place called hell. But those who have faith in Jesus will be with him eternally in heaven. What we believe is that we can help those who are suffering now, giving them present help and eternal hope. How will you share the hope of heaven with others?